2025 Corvette ZR1 isn't just a new model. It's a supercar that redefines the limits of rear-wheel drive performance. With a twin-turbocharged 5.5-liter flat-plane crank V8 producing a mind-warping 1064 horsepower and 828 lb-ft of torque, this ZR1 isn't playing by any rules. It demolishes 0 to 60 mph in just 2.2 seconds and clears the quarter mile in 9.5 seconds at 149 mph on an unprepped surface. That makes it the quickest RWD vehicle ever tested by car and driver. If you think that's impressive, it gets better. The 2025 ZR1 screams all the way to 233 mph. That's faster than the average qualifying speed at the Indianapolis 500. And yet, you can walk into a Chevy dealership and drive one home for a starting price of $178,195. What does 1,000-plus horsepower sound like? The ZR1 produces a noise that feels like a violent weather system, part jet engine, part apocalyptic thunderstorm. The twin ball-bearing turbochargers ram up to 26.1 psi of boost into the all-new LT7 engine. GM didn't aim for a round number. They simply aimed for as much as possible, and they nailed it. Climbing into the ZR1 is like handling a bomb. The throttle requires delicate respect. A tire temperature gauge is the car's most important readout. Cold tires mean danger, and hot tires only mean slightly less danger. On a rainy morning at GingerMan Raceway in Michigan, the ZR1 struggled. The 345-section Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R rear tires weren't made for damp pavement. It felt like driving a normal car on snow, but once the sun dried the track, the ZR1 transformed into a weapon. GingerMan Raceway is only 2.1 miles long, but the ZR1 shrinks it. This car doesn't just accelerate, it teleports. It sprints from 60 to 120 mph in just 3.9 seconds and hits 200 mph in 23.8 seconds. You don't drive it, you hang on. Even better, that 2.2-second 0-60 time is achieved without all-wheel drive. Using clever launch control set at 3,500 RPM and 10% slip, the ZR1 rockets forward with minimal wheel spin. It even has a built-in burnout mode to warm up the tires, just in case the crowd wasn't impressed already. This ZR1 is optimized for track domination. With optional carbon fiber wheels, $1,399.95, the ZTK Performance Package, $1,500, and a full carbon aero pack, $84.95, it becomes a monster that can deliver over 1,200 pounds of downforce. The giant rear wing and vented split rear window are more than aesthetic. They're functional. Still, it's not perfect. It weighs 3,831 pounds, 165 more than the 06. Braking and cornering haven't seen proportional upgrades. It pulls 1.13 G on the skid pad versus 1.16 G for a 07-equipped 06 and needs 140 feet to stop from 70 mph. Yes, it's fast, but it's thirsty. EPA ratings sit at 12 mpg city and 18 highway. In real-world track testing, the ZR1 burned through a tank in 50 miles. One stint, including the 5-mile drive from the gas station, averaged under 4 mpg. You'll visit the pump often, and you'll pay a $3,000 gas guzzler tax. The ZR1's cabin looks nearly identical to a Z06 or even a base Stingray. Our test car was a stripped-down 1LZ version, no heated seats, no plush extras. But it includes a unique boost gauge and a top speed mode for stability control. This isn't a luxury car, it's a machine. Back in 2009, the C6 ZR1 made 638 horsepower, and Chevy worried about putting it down. Now we have a 1064 HP Corvette that doesn't just exist, it thrives. The old rule book, front-engine, pushrod V8 RWD is gone. The ZR1 was engineered from the start for turbocharging, and it shows. Will 1064 horsepower become the new normal? Probably not. But it's here now, and if you think you're brave enough, the ZR1 is waiting for you. The 2025 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1 isn't just fast, it's revolutionary. It's a bold, turbocharged declaration that America can still build cars that boggle the mind. It won't corner like a McLaren or sip fuel like a hybrid, but it doesn't need to. It's raw, it's wild, and it's unapologetically awesome.